Sensory Haven was actually created based upon one of my other companies that's called Your Haven. So Your Haven was originally created to provide a smart, small room to provide a quiet location that's secure for business to take place in metropolitan areas. So if you can think about like your modern day phone booth, that's what I created with Your Haven. Well, then the demand and the understanding started coming out with regards to children with autism and their need for sensory room locations and day-to-day activity lives. And so we went back to work to create what's called a sensory haven that includes all sensory items inside of a modular standalone room that provides a safe, calming environment in a busy sector of life for children with autism as well as veterans with PTSD to calm. That's the entire intent behind that. Well, I did a lot of research either on my own or with some teams. I did have, and I'll mention that I had a lot of good meetings set with Lark Enterprises out of the Newcastle, Pennsylvania, or I believe Elwood City is their other branch. And they gave me a lot of feedback to what needs to be included in these rooms, because what I was starting to find is the misconception that at least I had was when it comes to the levels of autism, that each person independently is different. And the needs of each person, there is no magical recipe that checks everyone's box. So what we had to do is come up with an idea in order to create a room that could accommodate every person, child, individually, but all together. Mm-hmm. So from a resource standpoint, there was a lot of research that I had done through Autism Key, through Autism Research and Autism Speaks and forums and things like that. But then Lark Enterprises really did assist with the final generation of what the product needs to be. Well, that's in the early stages right now. And the reason behind that is that I'm trying to make sure I could touch as many organizations as possible with that company. So the plan is to utilize localized workshops that employ the mentally challenged adults to help with the fabrication of these rooms as much as possible. I'm also trying to work with some veterans associations with regards to disabled veterans being able to work on the manufacturing and assembly of these. Cover My Six and Wounded Warrior are two of those, as well as I'm in talks with local manufacturing hubs from the additive manufacturing 3D printing to utilize as much recycled materials as we possibly can, as well as giving back to local businesses on that too. So it's a slow but steady process in order to generate all of these strategic partnerships and take a look at what that price point's going to look like. But all of the feedback that I've gotten has been very positive with regards to groups and potential customers, whether it's B2B, B2C. So yeah, it's 2020 is going to be a good year once all of that gets finalized. I'm ready to push the button today on Sensory Haven. The button has been pushed, and we are actually doing a marketing campaign currently. So once word gets spread faster and further, then we'll be definitely on the way. But all the manufacturing is ready to go. It is a for sale product. It's just the placement of the long-term strategic partnerships on how we want to actually do the fabrication and assembly is what will take a little bit of time.